Welcome, everybody, into Tiger Talk here live from Melvin's Restaurant. We're here every Wednesday night at 6:30 during football season. I'd like to welcome in Neville head football coach Mike Collins, who always is gracious with his time. I'm Stewart Shelby. We'll be talking about last week's win versus the Lions, along with this week's upcoming opponent, the West Monroe Rebels. But we're going to start with last Friday night, a nice win against a crosstown rival, 41-14 over the Lions.
A big win for us, Stewart. You know, I think the thing that going into the ball game, you know, they had some dangerous players on offense that, you know, really have an opportunity to make some big plays, and that's always a scary thing. And you know, their quarterback, their tailback, and their wideout all can make some plays, and you know, and had in every big ball game, had against Ruston, they had against West Monroe, and so we were, you know, concerned about, you know, being able to get those guys corralled up out there on the field. And then defensively, you know, we recognized that they had two big D linemen, obviously, and very, very, very good players, and, you know, had done a tremendous job in there of slowing Ruston's run game down and West Monroe's run game down, you know, and so they were a very dangerous team. And, you know, I thought our players did a really good job. We got out of the gate fast, and I got started really, really nice, and, you know, kind of had a lull in the second quarter there, and, you know, they made a couple plays, and you know, in the second half we were able to shut them out on defense and then move the ball on offense and win the fourth quarter, which is what we did. And again, that was one of the things that we set out doing from the very start of the season. And, you know, very important.
Ouachita brought in, it was talked about all week, you know, Connor and Dade, Montreal going back to where his dad kind of made a name for himself there at Ouachita, and a talented quarterback, Dade, as well, a speedster in the back end. And Ouachita had a lot of weapons. You come out with a fast start. Ouachita defers. You get the football. You go right down the field, score, and you blink an eye and it's 20-0.
That's right.
And then it's kind of going right there.
Right.
And you talked about that second quarter where I don't know.
Well, we gave up two big plays on defense, and, you know, both of them hurt us. I mean, you know, give them credit. They got the ball to the guys that could make the play, and that was a little tailback and a couple of screens, you know, and, you know, then it turns into, you know, what everybody thinks is a ball game at that point in time. And, you know, it's 20-14, and we go in at half 20-14, and but our guys did a really nice job of making the adjustments at halftime and doing what we needed to do, both offensively and defensively. And then shut them out in the second half, and then we're able to score, three times in the second half as well.
Outscore them 21-0 in the second half. You talk about winning the fourth quarter, and you win the second half. They couldn't put any points together. Your defense definitely stepped up. Your offense kind of got back in that rhythm that they were in the first quarter.
Right.
I think it was 5 or 6 different receivers caught a pass for you.
Well,
as
multiple people caught passes along with, you know, our tailback, obviously,
and everybody
you had him
else
in the mix, and then you had the tight end, and then you had the 4 receivers that caught balls, and, you know, in both backs were able to catch the football. And, you know, that's the beauty of what we do, and you got to give credit where credit's due, obviously, getting the offensive plan together. The other thing is you know, Parker being able to distribute the football to all those guys and having enough savvy about him to be able not just to throw the ball down the field, and then our offensive line doing a tremendous job of protecting him. So, I mean, you know, again, the quarterback gets a lot of credit, and then sometimes he gets too much blame. But, you know, it takes all the guys on the field to be able to do what we did. I mean, everybody, you know, we had to catch it 20-something times. You know, he threw it 20-something times. We had to protect it 20-something times. So, all in all, you know, just a tremendous job by our offensive team.
The first 17 passes he threw, he completed.
That's right.
I mean, that's just a crazy, when you think about it, you know, a sophomore quarterback or a quarterback in high school.
Don't matter what level.
So, I mean, from, like you said, it's not just him throwing it. That offensive line played well, gave him time. He slid himself in the pocket. The receivers came back to the football. Everything was good, and then you allow them to be successful. And it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Well, too, and his incompletes for the ball game were kill the clock.
Yeah, it was a
Hail
spike.
Mary.
Yeah.
The interception he threw was the only bad ball he threw, and then the drop we had.
Yeah.
So the 4 incompletes that was the 4 incompletes.
It was a heck of a night. Very efficient night. Very impressive night. Over 300 yards.
Yep.
He throws for it. You rush the ball for over 125 yards
Right.
as well. And, I mean, that balance is there. This one was a little bit shaded to the pass, but it was just it was like Ouachita was giving you.
Well, that's what we took.
Yeah.
And then in the that's what we didn't do in the second quarter. They lined up in defensively different the whole second quarter, and we didn't take advantage of what they were giving us in the second quarter. And so, again, we went in, made the adjustment at halftime, came back out and made the adjustment on what they were doing, what they were giving us. And so we were able to move the ball offensively after that. Again,
Well, let's get into a few highlights from last Friday night's victory over the Lions. It's going to start off with Parker Robinson. Caleb Vaughn had a big night.
He did, and the thing about Caleb is, mostly everybody's been playing defense where he can't get many catches and many touches. Mm-hmm. And so, again, we were able to find a different guy to make plays for us in this ball game. The week before it was Thomas. And he still had another nice night. And the prior weeks it was Trendon Dumas.
That's right.
So
Dumas
again,
gets almost shut out in the Ruston game, and but he had a big night.
He had a couple really good catches too at Pack, and then
that backhand slide.
And then
catch.
Zaylen had a couple big catches, and
Zealand's
Javari.
along,
you know what I mean. So
we're going to get to a couple of them, but you go down and score. That was a 4th and 6 play you just saw. Go down and make it 7-0, and then Ouachita comes back, and here's Juju Burns who makes a big hit here early for the.
Well, it's one of those deals. There's Reese Reichert in there as well,
that's
and
right.
Juju, because we're pressuring off that side. We wanted to pressure the quarterback to his throwing hand, and so we did, and so that allowed Juju to be able to spin down and out of the secondary because we were pressuring the way we were pressured. Mm-hmm. And, Reese did a nice job of staying inside out, and Juju made a really nice hit on the guy out there on a little tunnel screen.
All right, Trendon Dumas, we mentioned him. He gets in on the action, and this is a nice catch and run here to get you inside the 5.
Well, I think the thing is Trendon has been able to make those plays for us all year long. Mm-hmm. And, with the play action off the RPO there and the linebackers being able to suck up in there and giving us an opportunity to have a throwing lane in there, I think is really, really big. And so that's critical for us to be able to do that. But, again, to set that all up, you got to be able to run the football. Mm-hmm. And, we're able to do that.
All right, needed a first down. You seem like you're always able to get it. Here's Javari Lockhart making a nice catch and going for the chains here.
Yeah, and again, like I say, Javari, another young man that has last couple of weeks has been able to catch some big balls for us and make some plays for us. And, we know he can. It's just a matter of whether we can get the ball to him or not, or, we've missed him on a couple of balls, big deep balls, and but able to get the ball in his hands right there, and he can make a lot of plays. He can make a lot of things happen because he has great speed and just a tremendous worker.
He's definitely worked hard this year. Another young man who keeps putting in the work is T.J. Lemons, and this was a pretty little run after this little swing pass, and he tiptoes down the sideline.
The one thing we did right there was the big thing was we went ahead and took what they gave us. Mm-hmm. We did that in the spring game a ton, with with Brock and, the backs, whether it be Jalen, TJ, whoever the backs were. And, TJ runs a nice little route. He gets out of there in a hurry. And, it's one-on-one with a linebacker. We're going to take those odds every day.
Hey, I was talking with somebody earlier in the week, just talking about these game reps. These guys have grown up quick. Lemons was getting reps last year there in in the
he got
ends
clean,
of the
yeah,
game,
he got cleanup
duty,
reps. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, with that real speed game reps,
Right.
and you can see that progress.
Well,
kind of emerging.
You got to give TJ a lot of credit. I mean, man, the man came in. He weighed about 100 pounds.
Yeah.
When he got there, and when he was a freshman, and he's a whopping 118 now, I think, or 128, one of them. And the great thing about him is listen, he may be the strongest dude per pound we have on our football team. Credit to him for the work ethic that he had and the way he put it in to get himself physically better, as a football player and be able to handle, being a running back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's no easy task in itself. And then, for him to be able to, do what he's done this year, just tremendous work ethic. And you got to give him a lot of credit for his hard work.
Well, back to defense. Anzalon Perkins, nice tackle here as Ouachita trying to get back in this thing. And
well, the one thing old Perk does right there, it's third and a couple of yards, and you see him. They try to double him, and the linebacker does a good job of fitting it in there quick and gets the double team off our Anzalon, so he's able to, make the play. Again, we're talking about how's the D lineman make a play. Well, the linebackers have to do their job to get the double team off of him, and they were able to do that, and he's able to come up through the double team and come off of it because they left him too fast. But good technique on his part and allows you to be able to make a play.
Yeah, Robert Graves, another standout for you there in the first half, as he just seems to always be around the ball.
He is, and the one thing about Robert is he's going to make play after play after play after play.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the best defensive football player on our team, and bar none. He makes more plays than anybody. He plays with tremendous effort every single snap. And, it's hard to do what he does, but he's determined that he's going to be around the football. He's going to be where he's supposed to be. And, you can say a lot of things about Robert, but one thing you can say about him, he is a football player. We love to have him on our team.
He definitely is. All right, Caleb Vaughn again with a nice catch and a nice gain here for you to get you outside of the goal, or a little bit further off the goal line.
Yeah. Again, working on a situation that we do work on, coming off the goal line and coming out of the end zone. And, it was a long yardage situation for us. I think it was second down and 18 or 19. Maybe it's 20. I can't quite remember. Yeah. But anyway, throw the screen to Caleb, gets out there. The linemen get out there and get in front of him. And, we're able to pick up substantial yardage right there on that play. And he just an eyelash from getting out of there and really getting going. So
he gets it going on the next.
He does.
He does
he did.
On the next replay here as he takes this one. I believe it was 38 yards. I mean, it is a nice little.
Well, if you can run the football, you're going to get those safeties creeping in there and creeping down in there, and it doesn't take much for him and some of our guys. All they need is a little crease right there, and you see that. You see the explosiveness that he has, and again, I don't know if we have the run of TJ on here in a little while, but. Second half, but I mean his was the same way. He hits a damn little crease right there between me and you right there, and pow, he hits it out of there, and saw that blue streak coming out of him where it looked like a jet going through there.
Nobody caught him.
That was a big time run for him.
We do. I think we don't have that one tonight, but we do have this next play. Jaden Reed. I just you keep calling number 7's number.
Yeah. Well. This is a huge play. It's fourth down. Fourth down, big play. It's start of the second half, I think. We had just scored, open up the second half and gone up by a couple of scores again. And, then it's fourth down. They're driving the ball a little bit. It's fourth down. Jay Reed makes a tackle for a loss right there. Good call by Coach Wise and the defense, execution of the defense. And, and then Jay Reed pops through there and makes the tackle, and so it was a big play for us.
All right, final one, Coach. Malik Grayson had him a good week. We'll recognize him later, but here's a sack kind of late in this game.
Well, there's one thing about Malik. You never have to worry about whether he's going to go full speed and go fast, because that dude, he practices like that. He plays like that. He plays like that on special teams. and we're going to recognize him for that in a little while. But he plays with great effort, and he's not the biggest cat in the world, but just the effort that he plays with, he makes up for his size with all of that, and his motor. And love to watch him play because it is just all out.
He's going. He's going from whistle to whistle or snap to whistle.
Whatever it is.
However you want to talk about it.
I don't know whether it's that or not, but he's full speed wherever he goes.
Wherever he's going. Well, Coach, once again, congrats on that 41-14 win. I mean, just overall thoughts. A lot of people thought coming in this was an opportunity for like kind of a trap game.
Yeah.
You had a couple of big wins. They're needing to win and played two good teams close.
Yeah.
And I think you came out and made a statement early and then kept that going. And
I think
really,
that's, I'm going to give our players credit. The preparation for that during the course of the week was really, really good. And I think anytime our preparation is really good, we tend to really hone in on some things and we really play well. And we did in that game, and we had two really good days. Tuesday and Wednesday were really, really good days. Not that Monday wasn't, but Tuesday and Wednesday were really, really good. And, proud of our players for, the effort that they gave in practice, and it just showed up in the game because they realized it was a big ball game. They were determined that it wasn't going to be a trap game and everything else. And, I can't say enough about, them. And then the other hand, there's some guys that are called coaches over there on that side, that were able to get them ready to go. And, pleased with, the way that we came out with great energy as a coaching staff the entire week and really did a good job of getting our guys ready to go every single day. And I think that's important as well.
Well, it definitely showed on the field. It showed on the scoreboard. 41-14 was your score. We'd like to thank our good friends at H. Michaels for sponsoring this first segment, as they do every week here on Tiger Talk. When we come back, we're going to talk with Neville running backs coach Leonard Ceaser, who's definitely made his mark at Neville High School.
He did.
Been here a few years, and he's got some talented running backs. It seems, I don't know where he's getting them from, but we'll talk to him about some of those guys when we come back. We appreciate everybody tuning in on Sunday 98 and the Neville Tiger Network. This is Tiger Talk. We'll be back right after these messages.
Lily Joyce, Neville Class of 2024. I drive a Nissan Rogue from Sparks. Go Tigers.
Vincent Ware, Class of 2000, Sparks Nissan and Kia Sales, Maxima Driver. Go Tigers.
Kenya Dawson Bennett, Neville High School, Class of 1993. I'm a proud Nissan Murano owner from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
You were an entrepreneur before you knew what an entrepreneur was. The boss of every stuffed animal in the toy box. The kid who had strategy and passion from day one. You ran a lemonade stand that actually turned a profit. Every day, Origin helps people like you who've always had the vision to see the full potential of any idea and make it happen. Connecting people to their dreams is our passion. Every great relationship has an origin story. Start yours today.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, it's not about us, it's about you. We know getting the right ride can be tough, but that's what we're here for. That's why we are dedicated to finding you the right look, the right size, and the right feel, all at the right price.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you root for. What unites us is stronger than what divides us. Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
In today's real estate market, you need an experienced team to navigate your buying and selling decisions. I'm Misty Hodge with Keller Williams Realty. Let my group use their combined 45 years. We know purchasing or selling a home can be a stressful experience, but not when you choose the Misty Hodge Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give us a call. 318-348-5945 or go to mistyhodge.com. That's MISTIHAJJ.com. We support this community and go Tigers.
The only place you'll see some attorneys is on TV. But what about the grocery store or a local ball game? Or what about here, meeting you face to face? When you're hurt in a wreck in Northeast Louisiana, call Creed & Creed. Catherine and I and the attorneys at Creed & Creed live in and stand up for injured people in Northeast Louisiana. Trust local. Call Creed & Creed today. We're proud to be your local injury attorneys. Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
St. Francis Health, official healthcare partner of the Neville Tigers.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Boudreaux, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging, herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back as we've reached the second segment here on Tiger Talk. Second segment presented by our good friend Dr. Grant and Bud Boudreaux at Shell Chiropractic. We were just talking about long nights.
Yeah.
And I think we both had a couple this football season's kind of getting long in the tooth. We've already reached week 9, and before I ask you a question, Coach Ceaser, I'd like to introduce Coach Leonard Ceaser, running backs coach for the Tigers, and we appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to talk to us.
Yeah, blessing to be here, man.
How long have you been on staff?
This is my 9th year.
9th year.
Yeah.
We're in week 9. We'll figure out something out. And your number 1 running back is number 9.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
There you go. There's 3.
Yep.
But let's jump into that. You're a talented running back for the Tigers yourself, but now you've been coaching these running backs for a few years. You've been blessed with a stable of nice running backs over the past couple of years, and this year is no different.
Right.
You got Jalen Nichols, T.J. Lemons, and maybe a lot of people are surprised with Roberson coming in.
Mm-hmm.
The depth at that position. Talk a little bit about that, and maybe the progression. We knew about Nichols coming in there,
right,
but of Lemons and Roberson.
Yeah, my first year coaching the running backs, I was fortunate to have AJ, and I had Timothy Bird.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Pretty easy when you got those two guys, right? And then I get blessed with Nichols and Wright. So last year, and Lemons played a little bit last year too.
Yeah, he did.
3 good running backs. And, Wright ended up leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So there was more opportunities for Lemons to show what he can do. Because pound for pound, I really do think Lemons is one of the best backs in the state. People look at his size and say, well, can he play on Friday nights? And I know he can. I knew it before. I told him, I say, this is going to be a year where you can shock a lot of people with how good you are.
Mm-hmm.
And because the thing about it, he's small, but you got to catch him.
You can't if you can't touch him.
If you can't touch him, you can't tackle him. And he's smart. He works hard. He is a leader. Him and Nichols work well together. They're pretty good friends off the field. So it's easy to have them in a rotation where neither one of them are looking to be the guy. You know, if Nichols tired, Lemons will get in and do his thing, you know, and vice versa. And then you get J-Rob on board, and he's an athlete, fast. You know, he works hard as well. He want to be great. So it's just fun to have those three guys, you know, in the position group that, you know, they're willing to work and really work well together too.
Well, they have, and you know, this year's offense seems to be as balanced of an offense that we've seen in a long time. I mean, I was trying to think back, and maybe you can help me, when we've had, you know, a good through the air and on the ground. I remember when Birch was there. I mean, you had then
maybe Robert Lane.
Maybe Robert.
Yeah.
Well, but Robert ran it.
He ran it a lot, right.
Yeah.
But I think they threw it quite a bit too as well.
He threw a little bit more,
They
but they did. But I mean, Robert will tell you up there. Anytime he sees 10 yards in front of Parker, he's
taking off.
He's like, it's like, I'm running that ball.
Right.
But and Parker throws it. But that being said, that balance, you know, obviously that's going to help the running game. When you got a quarterback that's as accurate as him, and you get those running backs involved in the passing game.
Yep, and then it's easy when you have running backs that can actually catch. They understand route running, and even when they're not running routes, the blitz pickup part of it too, because sometimes you got to stay in and you got to be selfless. You know, we're not looking for you to be the playmaker. We're looking for you to be the game changer. That's what I try to tell them. You be a playmaker with the ball in your hand. You be a game changer when you're doing the small things, like blocking on pass plays, or, you know, giving a good fake on a play action. And they're bonding to it. But when you're open to throwing the ball on those first and second downs, you keep the run game open, because now they can't load the box. If you sneak it back out, getting the ball to the running back and the tight end and the offense is crucial to keep your offense balanced to where you can keep the box not full.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't just load up.
They can load up the box,
Yeah.
and when it's time to run, you can. So, man, I love the way that the offense is operating. You know, Coach Hunt, Coach E, Coach A-Rob, they came in, and we gelled well, and it happened fast. You know, it started off in the spring. And, you know, I didn't know these guys before this year.
Yeah.
And really, man, they're good friends. Like, they're good people. Not just good coaches. They're really good people. And it's been fun, man.
Well, it's good. It definitely can show the product is a good product, especially offensively. It seems to be that you can manage any situation with the personnel that you have, you know, from the wide receiving core to the running backs and all in between. And I've noticed, like you mentioned, a lot of the blocking there, because it takes that. It's high school, you know. I mean, offensive line, and you bring an extra guy, that running back's got to be in there, or he's got to be looking for the ball, and definitely done a good job with that. Now, you learned a lot of this stuff up there in Conway, Arkansas, right? And I saw that you had up there. It's been homecoming weeks it seems like for 2 or 3 weeks for you.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
So you started with Neville's a couple weeks ago, and then you go up and talk about UCA, your time there, but going back there and seeing a bunch of the guys, and I'm sure a lot of people up there. It was good to get back in that cool mountain air of Conway,
man.
Arkansas.
Look, I tell people underestimate how beautiful Arkansas is. Once you get past Little Rock or Little Rock up north, it's a very beautiful state.
Yes, it is.
And Conway is a very nice city, and it's blossoming too. Like, so I went to Conway in 2006, and I went back, and it's completely different. They have more circles, roundabouts, than any other city in the world.
about 6 months ago.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're trying to break a record, you know, to have the most circles, but it's crazy. It's a beautiful city. They support their school. They support the sports. And, man, it was fun being back. So, you know, obviously we had a game Friday. So I had to wait till Saturday morning. I had to actually call Coach Collins, and I appreciate him not getting on me. I'm like, hey, Coach, I'm going to homecoming, so my grades may be in a little late.
Yeah.
You know, and he allowed that. So it was good, man. Enjoyed it. Got to kick it with a lot of friends. I made lifelong friends in college. I tell people that all the time. Like, of course you want to go there and get your education, but the friends you make in college, I feel like you're all on the same accord. You know, you're trying to grow. You're trying to mature. You're trying to find out what you're going to do in life. And going back and seeing them, and the true love that they have for me just as a person, man, it was fun. We had a blast.
Well, it looked like it. It's always good to go back, especially to a place like Conway. You know, I've had cousins that attended there. I didn't attend there, but I've been there on many occasions. And you're right, it's a good school. It's one of those schools that a lot of people around here don't think about.
Right.
You know, UCA is like the ULM or like of Arkansas.
Yeah, like Magnes.
Yes. Stuff. Yeah.
The Southeast in Hammond.
Yeah, Southeastern.
Eastern, I'm sorry.
Those types of schools. It's
right.
an FCS football program, play D1 everywhere else.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful campus, a wonderful community, and you're right. They definitely support all of their programs up there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful campus. Beautiful.
It's nice up there.
You get all 4 seasons, too.
You get all 4 seasons, and you're not far from being able to do a lot of things. Right. So there, UCA, you just know that the Neville Tiger Network, we always if you need some recruitment, you got some recruitment budget dollars, send them our way.
Yes.
We'll see if we can't send y'all some good students here from North Louisiana.
Trying to get a couple of players from Neville up there, Nate Brown. So the head coach was my quarterback.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the head coach now, man. He's a great guy. They're doing well. They actually won the homecoming game. Mm-hmm. You know, they wasn't playing well at the beginning of the game, but they finished strong in the second half, man. He's a great leader, and he's doing a really good job up there.
Well, I'm sure it is. It's a successful program, and glad you had a great time. That's awesome. That's awesome that you can get back. Okay, so little final words, final thoughts. You know, we got the Rebels coming in. This is a kind of a renewed rivalry, if you will. We hadn't played them back since 2021. Mm-hmm. It's a good result there, but Rebels kind of on that rebuilding path a little bit after some adversity. A dangerous team.
Yes, of course. You know, what you're going to get from West Monroe every time you play them is, one, they're going to be sound. They're going to play hard. Mm-hmm. They're going to play for 4 quarters. Mm-hmm. So if you go in there thinking that you're just going to beat them up, then you're going to have a long night for you. I do think that we have a team to where we'll end up on top. I truly believe that in my heart. But we just got to finish preparing, and then go out Friday night and take care of business. But, you know, it won't be easy, but I think we'll get it done.
Well, Coach, once again, thanks for taking the time to join us here. Always good talking to you, especially when we get to do it in front of a camera.
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
for sure,
it's good.
Sure.
All right,
yep.
Well, Coach Leonard Ceaser, everybody, and as we move on to segment 3, I saw somebody want to clap. Hey, there you go.
Thank you.
But when we come back, we'll get a couple of players in here. I think who we got? Henry and Allen coming in here.
Sir Henry.
Yeah, Sir Henry High. And we'll talk to them when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Yep.
For over 140 years, football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands the importance of keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change, rivalries may change, but one thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples & Robinson Orthodontics.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit tarverbraddockfoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta bowls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Hey Tiger fans, craving something delicious? Swing by the Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe for the ultimate drive-in experience. From classic burgers and crispy tots to slushes and frozen treats, we've got it all. And here's the best part. We're proud to support Neville High School athletics. Whether you're fueling up after the big game or cheering on our Tigers, Sonic is your go-to spot for great food and community spirit. Come see us today where every order supports our local champions.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Sparks customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
And welcome back as we return to Tiger Talk. We are live here at Melvin's Restaurant. And segment 3, we always bring a couple of Tiger players on. And before we introduce you to these guys, we'll like to remind you that segment 3 is brought to you by our friends at Walk-Ons and Small Sliders over there in West Monroe. We thank them for their sponsorship. So, to my far left, Alan Parker, and immediately to my left, Henry High. Guys, welcome to Tiger Talk, everyone. Come on, there we go. See, you got to get the credit. They get progressively better as the night goes on. They don't clap for me and Coach Collins, but they clap for you guys. All right, Alan, man, I'm gonna start with you. In the spring game, you get that injury.
Yes, sir.
And senior year, it's tough, but haven't missed anything. You're still out there. I mean, talk about that a little bit. I mean, it had to have been a little bit disappointing, but rallying here to be with your guys here in this senior year.
Yeah, I mean, it was for sure disappointing. I went in there probably 4 plays and then tore my ACL. And, of course, it's senior year, so I've been out the whole season. But I've been with them every day. It's still been fun. I've helped out as much as I could and everything. So, I mean.
How's the rehab coming?
It's a lot better. The first 2 weeks really sucks.
It's
a lot. But once you get back and just get into the physical therapy and working hard, it's not as bad. Yeah, I'm done with physical therapy now. I'm just up at the school working out and doing most stuff. And
just strengthening that knee.
Yeah.
And but you definitely showing that deal on your senior year, making the most of it.
Yes, sir.
Henry, man, you're obviously one of the largest guys on the team, so we're going to put you at one of the tightest positions. I'm messing with you. But talk about, deep snapping. I mean, you put through there that special teams kind of specialist right in there, doing a great job. I mean, when did you start kind of picking that up? I'm going to pull this a little bit closer to you. Pull that mic just a little bit closer to you.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
There you go.
Started probably – there's that.
We're just going to – he's on 2. There we go. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Probably started about late freshman year just because we had a need for it. The first 2 guys that did it went down with an injury, so it just kind of fell into my lap, and I kind of ran with it.
Hey, you got to be ready when something comes. So deep snapping, I mean, you're kind of on an island out there. I mean, it's one of those things that everybody doesn't notice when you do it good, but when something goes bad, everybody starts pointing at you, don't they?
It's always best to go unnoticed for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the anonymous deep snapper, but other positions. I mean, tight end, halfback. I mean, you've rotated yourself around there, so have you kind of embraced the special teams role here at the in your senior year?
Yes, sir. I just like having a role, whatever it has to be, and I've just really enjoyed just every week going out there and doing what I can do to help us win.
Well, and both of you guys, you put in the time. You've been in this program for as long as you have. I mean, this is going on your 4th year, your senior year. Talk about that from freshman year to now. I'll start with you, Alan. Anything changed? Over that deal. What have you learned out there at Bill Ripple Stadium?
Well, I mean, you learn a good bit about everything. It's more of a brotherhood. You get a good relationship with a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
And freshman year, you go in there and you're the bottom person, so everybody's kind of picking on you and stuff. But when you go through it for 4 years, you really enjoy it. It's really a good time.
The final season is always a special one, and it's hard work, isn't it, Henry?
Yes, sir.
And you coming in, and like you said, you start off that freshman year, sophomore year gets a little bit more, junior year it gets a little bit more, and then your senior year, and then you look up, and then where's the time gone?
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Talk about that, man. I mean, you're finally getting. This is it. We're in week 8 or week 9.
Sir.
Week 9 of your senior year, and I know you do play baseball.
Yes, sir.
As well, so it's not completely over, but from the football side, you're just savoring every moment to this point?
Yes, sir. It didn't really hit me until a few days ago when Coach Collins told us this was our last, guaranteed home game or regular season home game at the Bill, and it's just like, wow. I feel like I haven't been here that long, and it's already close to being over.
It's crazy. You felt like, last year we had 9 games at home.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, this will be our 5th that we've played in the friendly confines. So senior night is this Friday night. We're going to talk about it in the next segment a little bit, but part of that deal is allowing, your parents and everybody else that's been in there involved in raising you to get you to this point in here. It's always a special time. I'm going to end with that. Will be your final question. Let's maybe talk about, what your parents have done to help you along the way to this senior year.
Yeah, my parents have pushed me in a lot of ways. They just are always there for me and everything. They want football has helped me in many ways. Of just being at Neville, as a big part of Neville High School, and being a part of the team is really. It's good. It
is good. Yeah. It instills a lot of character in you and all of the guys. It's part of that deal, that village it takes to raise you guys into young men. Henry, I want to ask you the same question.
I can't begin to thank my parents enough for giving me the opportunity to just go and try and do all these new things. And without that, I definitely wouldn't be here right now. And just them encouraging me to stick with it, it's just been awesome.
And I will say congrats. I saw is that a little commitment deal
yes,
that I saw in there?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Hot Springs
Thank you.
somewhere?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Awesome. That's great. National Park deal, little community college, JUCO ball.
Yes,
right?
sir.
That's awesome, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, look, everybody, another round of applause for these two. Alan Parker, Henry High, doing a great job here on Tiger Talk. One more segment to go. We'll bring back Coach Collins. We got a lot to talk about in that final segment, and it may include those West Monroe Rebels who come to the Bill this Friday night. Stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
We know you. You were the kid in the garage taking everything apart just to see how it worked. The teenager who stayed up late brainstorming and put it all in a business plan. You knew how to build a great team and then lead it. Origin helps entrepreneurs like you every day, from the corner of the garage to the corner office. Connecting people to their dreams is our passion. Every great relationship has an origin story. Start yours today.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, it's not about us, it's about you. We know getting the right ride can be tough, but that's what we're here for. That's why we are dedicated to finding you the right look, the right size, and the right feel, all at the right price.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you root for. What unites us is stronger than what divides us. Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Tiger fans, come visit Subway Steve, Connie, and Adam at the locally owned Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza at the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane in Monroe. Whether you're in the mood for a fresh made-to-order sub or a hot, delicious slice of pizza, we've got something for everyone. And we're not just about great food, we're proud supporters of Neville High School athletics. So whether you're grabbing lunch or celebrating a Tiger victory, stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's and tell them that the Neville Tiger Network sent you.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
Are you trying to sell your home and need it freshly painted? Maybe you're tired of the same old colors in the interior of your home and want to update the look. We have the right company for you. Andre Benjamin Painting. With more than 20 years of experience, they're state licensed, bonded, and insured. Whether you're looking to paint a home or a business, they can do it all because no job is too large or too small. Call 318-680-0703 for all your painting needs.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
When you choose St. Francis Health, you get easy online scheduling, video visits, and the amazing convenience of MyChart. With MyChart, you can make appointments, refill prescriptions, view your medical records, and even message your doctor with a quick question. At St. Francis Health, we've made healthcare more convenient than ever.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The only place you'll see some attorneys is on TV. But what about the grocery store or a local ball game? Or what about here, meeting you face to face. When you're hurt in a wreck in Northeast Louisiana, call Creed & Creed. Catherine and I and the attorneys at Creed & Creed live in and stand up for injured people in Northeast Louisiana. Trust local. Call Creed & Creed today. We're proud to be your local injury attorneys. Remember, Creed & Creed is all you need.
Oh, man. All right. What a night here at Melvin's.
We're having fun.
We are definitely having fun. A great crowd as always here. We always thankful for Melvyn and Diane McCoy for hosting us every Wednesday night here for Tiger Talks. Definitely a good time. Hopefully sometime in the near future. Got a couple more at least in this season to go, so come out and join us. But you can see Coach Mike Collins has gotten back into that chair. We got a lot to talk about here in this final segment. Before we do, this final segment is sponsored by the Carpenter Health Network. That's the good friends at St. Joseph Hospice and Stat Home Health. Thanks to Shannon Newton and her team for their sponsorship here on Tiger Talk. Well, Coach, a lot of stuff going on this Friday, but let's start off talking about these West Monroe Rebels. 5-3 coming in. They had a tight one against Ouachita.
That's right.
And then they had, I believe, Pineville. Was it Pineville last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Pineville. Ruston was at Ash, but West Monroe trying to kind of get things going. New coaching staff. Coach Davis is over there doing things. It's a little bit different, trying to install a few different things, but they still are a well-coached football team.
Yeah, they got good football players, and, you know, they got an outstanding coaching staff, and, you know, they're well prepared every time I watch them on film. And, you know, I mean, they're a good football team. They got a good football program, and, you know, and so do we. And it ought to be a great matchup. It'll be one of them old-fashioned football games. You know, they like to run the football, and as we do as well. And so I think the most important thing for us is this is our next game. We talk to our players about that. That's how we approach every week. You can't look down the road. You can't worry about who's doing what's going on. You know, you got to do what you're supposed to do and take care of your business. And I think that's what we have to do this week. And, you know, we have a formidable opponent, West Monroe. You know, they're fighting to stay in the district race. You know, and so it's going to turn out to be one of them old-fashioned ball games.
West Monroe only having that one loss in district.
Close game.
A very close game.
Yeah.
And when against Ash.
That's correct.
I think it was 45-35, but it was a late touchdown. It was back and forth there to the end, but if they can get a victory, they can almost get. I mean, a couple more and win out.
Yeah.
It puts them in a three-way tie type scenario for that district.
Turns that thing around, you know, all upside down. And you know, I mean, again, we talked about this district from the very start of the season, and it is the best district in the state. You know, I saw some article the other day about the Catholic League. Well, I promise you, the Catholic League it's not like this one right here. And you know, every football team in our district is well coached. They have really good football players, and they play really extremely hard. And so every week is a battle, and this is no different. You know, they like to, you know, like I said, they like to run the football. You know, and they run it a lot of different ways. It's not old school West Monroe where they're option football. They do have a little bit of it in there, and you know. And have some guys that can do that. And then they got an offensive line that very, very good offensive line, do a very nice job of, you know, doing what they do. And so, again, hey, it's going to turn out to be a big one, and, you know, we just have to be ready to play.
And expecting a big crowd on Friday night. West Monroe always draws a big crowd. There's a lot going on. It's going to be senior night. So senior presentations are going to start around 6:30, 6:35. So get there early is the point.
The whole thing is we want to honor our senior football players as well as our senior cheerleaders, bingo bells, band, spirit groups. We want to make sure that we honor all those young people for the night. And, we'll do the football pregame, instead of in the middle of the game, and then we'll do the cheerleaders and the bingo bells in the band during the middle during halftime. And it obviously it's a big deal. It's the last regular season home game that our seniors will play in, and obviously these guys have been there for 4 years and done a really, really good job. Of representing Neville like you're supposed to, and I think that's important, and that's what we want out of our young men.
Definitely, and all deserving of the recognition there before the game.
Right.
All right. Players of the week from last week, you had 3 of them.
We did.
Some nice standouts.
A couple
of
really
new names
did.
here.
Yeah. We had obviously Parker Robinson had a tremendous ball game, and he showed up really big in there, and he was our offensive player of the week. And Max Carter started at free safety in the ball game, and Max was the defensive player of the week, and Malik Grayson, our defensive end, was the special teams player of the week. He did a great job when he played on defense as well as he did in special teams. But again, he's a part-time starter for us, but he's also a starter on special teams, so that tells you the importance that we want to put on the special teams as a football team. And I think our kids really realize that and, have embraced it.
Well, thanks to our good friends over there at Origin Bank for sponsoring our Players of the Week each and every week during this year. And, I know there's something too, Coach, that we're going to have some more information for you on Friday on our broadcast. But the LOPA, Louisiana Organ Procurement Association, is something that I know is a charity that's dear to your heart.
Well, you can kind of read the graphic right there, how to register and to be an organ donor. One person can save 8 lives, and I think that's kind of what their motto is. Miss Leah Lopez, our head basketball coach's wife, is in charge of LOPA for this area, and she does a tremendous job with it. I think anytime you have the opportunity to be able to donate, it's a special thing. And, me being a donor myself to my sister, was pretty special as well. J.D. Donovan, our trainer, is obviously needing somebody to be able to donate to him. And, and so, again, there's a special place for that for us, as a family, and as to reach out to people so that they understand that, what it is and how to go about doing it. Some people don't know, and then then to register to be able to be one if you feel the need. And like I said, Leah runs around all over the state, all over North Louisiana, and promotes organ donation, and does a fantastic job. And they'll be at the ball game Friday night, out in the front, to be able to explain to you what it is, what it does, try to give you information on it. And I think we're throwing footballs on both sides of the field that have the LOPA football logo and all the info on there. And then they have signs posted as well where you can scan a QR code and do that. So
I went to
big night.
The Crew to Life ball last.
Yep.
That's kind of what JD is the honorary king here. This LOPA ball, that's Friday, February the 22nd.
Right.
You can go to lopa.org, and it'll tell you kind of all about it. But it's a great event, a great night.
It is.
It's a fun time for a great cause. So get your tickets now, and you can help Leah and the rest of her team over there at LOPA do the things that they need to do to save lives.
That's
really.
right.
That's what they're doing. And JD, we want to keep JD around. Sometimes he kind of bugs us every now and again, but I mean, we're just kidding.
We might want to keep him around a while.
He's a great guy, and he definitely is in there. Well,
that's what he's doing tonight. He
Yeah.
We kind of crunch him, I mean, he's doing his dialysis tonight, in which he does every night after practice, and then, he gets caught every once in a while where we have a soccer match or we have a basketball game and a soccer match, which we had last night. Couldn't do it, so tonight we just had one soccer match, and so he gave him all the heads up, that he had to do his dialysis because he's got to do it like 4 or 5 times a week. Which is, at least it's not every day, but he has to do it 4 or 5 times a week. In this, an opportunity for somebody to donate to keep him from having to do that.
Well, definitely thank you, Coach, being a donor yourself, and thank everybody who can learn more about that. Thanks to Leah for giving us all this information. Okay. We're about out of time.
Yeah.
We got the Rebels this week. We got tickets on sale tomorrow from 11 to 1. We also will be open after the pep rally there Friday morning, and as well as from 11 to 1 again, and then your normal time there before the game. So get them while you can.
Right.
They're going to go fast. Always big when West Monroe comes to town. Good luck this Friday, Coach.
Thank you.
And
appreciate it.
We'd like to see everybody out there. We don't feel the bill for the Rebels and senior night. So make sure you can get out there today. For Coach Collins, I'm Stewart Shelby. Will Anders in there making everything work for us. We appreciate everybody that's come out tonight, and Justin back in the booth. Thanks to everybody. Good night. We'll be back on the air Friday with Neville versus West Monroe.